We have a start. The grand final of the men's Varsity 8 for the 2017 New England Rowing Championships is underway. All the crews have cleared the starting zone. And your early leaders in lane 1 and lane 2, Williams and Bates. Tufts back 2 or 3 seats. Wesleyan pretty much even with Bates and Williams. URI pretty much even with Wesleyan. And WPI right up there as well. So Tufts has fallen off by about a half length. The other 5 crews are very, very tightly bunched. And this looks like it has the makings of one really, really good race. At 400 meters, your early leader is WPI by a seat over Rhode Island. Rhode Island by a seat over Wesleyan. Wesleyan by a seat over Bates. Bates by 2 seats over Williams. Williams by about 4 seats over Tufts. As we turn it over to Eric Grasso and the ship-to-shore launch.
100-meter mark of the men's Varsity 8 grand final. It's WPI up at a 39 and about 2 seats ahead of the Rams of Rhode Island. The Rams about neck and neck with the Bobcats of Bates here for that second spot, but Bates is pulling ahead a bit here. So in first, WPI closest to us in lane 6. Second, Bates out in lane 2nd, and right now URI in 3rd, but it's close. It's 4 bows across here in the grand final of the men's Varsity 8 at the New England Rowing Championships here in Worcester, Massachusetts. The Bobcats of Bates taking a strong move here to push into that WPI lead about 700 meters into the race. It's too close to call right now with Bates and WPI trading bows. Both of them pushing out on this field right now. WPI about 3 seats over URI, and Bates may have taken in that first spot here in lane 2 in that white Hudson shell out there. In lane 1 out there, the Purple Cows of Williams are holding strong along with that move from Bates. WPI has taken the lead back as we come into the 1K, and we'll see who crosses that 1,000-meter mark first. It's gonna be WPI in first place from lane 6. In second, we got Bates. In third, it's URI. Fourth, Williams. And just in 5th, it's the Cardinals of Wesleyan with Tufts a bit off the pace back there in 6th. I hear the WPI coxswain saying we have to go now. They're at a 39, about 1,100 meters into this race, and they are moving. They've got about a seat, 2 seats up on Bates. Bates moving out on the field. They've opened up that margin on Williams, and they're opening up on URI as well. Bates moving back in to WPI here out in lane 2. I've got Bates up at about a smooth 35 strokes per minute, so slightly understroking WPI here. We'll see if that allows them to have a nice sprint in their back pocket coming into the last 750. Here we are, men's Varsity 8, last race of the day, the grand final. It's WPI holding on by a seat over the Bobcats, but those Bobcats are charging in. I've got WPI still up at about, they're at a 40 it looks like here, coming into 600 meters to go, and they've moved back out on Bates. WPI now 3 to 4 seats up ahead of Bates. Bates a length ahead of URI and Williams. Right now the race for first. With 500 meters to go, it's between Bates and WPI, with WPI holding on to about 3 seats here with 450 meters to go. WPI holding strong, moving out on Bates a little more. Coming into the last 400 meters, still at a 40. They appear to be leaving Bates behind here with URI moving back into Bates. URI at a 37, Bates at a 41 here. Coming into the last 250, the red buoys, the last 250 meters of the New England Rowing Championships, Varsity 8. It looks like it's WPI with open water here ahead of Bates. Bates holding on to about 5 seats over URI, but URI is going now. Here comes the Rams. The Rams appear to be moving back into Bates. They've got it down to about a 15 feet margin. I'll send it over to Evan. I'm staying here. Here comes WPI. It looks like it'll be WPI. And in the last 10 strokes between Bates and URI, it looks like Bates might be holding on to the victory for second. And at the line, WPI. In second, that's Bates. In third, URI. In fourth, Wesleyan. Fifth, Williams. And in sixth, the Jumbos of Tufts University coming over the line now. Oh, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the men's Varsity 8 of the 2017 New England Rowing Championships. The honors today will go to WPI, the hometown boys out of Worcester Polytechnic Institute, putting together a great race, high rating, led the whole way down the course here on their Lake Quinsigamond. So we saw Bates earlier in the women's Varsity 8 final take home the gold, and in the men's, WPI will take the honors here today. That just about wraps up racing here for the New England Rowing Championships of 2017. A great day. The weather was a little bit iffy from time to time. We saw some wind, we saw some rain, we even saw some sun, but all the racing is over today. I'd like to thank my good friend Gary Caldwell up at the Donahue Rowing Center for walking you through the first 500, my colleague Evan Meisler for walking you through the last 500. I'm Eric Grasso signing off today from